Hey, last year it was so bitter cold, we had to perform most of our ceremony inside. So this is a welcome change of events. And on behalf of the board of the Ladies Hermitage Association, we welcome you to this hallowed ground and this wonderful home, and such a proud home for all of us in Tennessee and the nation indeed. I have the good fortune of being the regent of the Ladies Hermitage Association. My name is Emily Reynolds. I'm a native of Nashville, and my mother grew up not too far from here, so I remember spending many great afternoons here with my mother and extended family on these grounds, just as all of you all are doing this afternoon. In 1889, the women who became the Ladies Hermitage Association convinced the Tennessee General Assembly that the care of this place, 25 acres, which has subsequently grown over the years, and the tombs behind us, needed to belong to the Ladies Hermitage Association. And so those of us who still are members of that organization, and on whose shoulders we proudly stand today, and let me add to all the gentlemen here today, we're now a co-ed organization as well. I thank you on behalf of our board, who are a committed, able group of people that I have the great privilege to work with each and every day. Today is a phenomenal example of the mission of the Hermitage, and that is to preserve, to educate, and to inspire. We're preserving the legacy of President and Mrs. Jackson. We're educating folks along the way, and hopefully today in a fun way as you tour these grounds. And the children have access to the passport to get their stamps along the way and learn about the Jacksons and to learn about the Hermitage. And hopefully somewhere along the way today, we'll inspire a few folks to return to their homes and be courageous leaders as well, just as the Jacksons were. I want to thank our staff here at the Hermitage, not only for what they've pulled off here today, but for what they do for this organization each and every day. They are a small but mighty group, and I'm very proud of all of their hard work. And especially we're pleased to have our distinguished guests with us today. You'll be hearing from two of them, and I know you'll look forward to their remarks as well, but they are honored guests, and we appreciate your attendance most especially too. You are our honored guests, and we hope you come back to see us on many more occasions. Before we begin our program, I wanted to share with you just a brief passage from a book, one of many, that was written about Andrew Jackson. One of his biographers was a gentleman named Marquis James. And in 1938, Mr. James won a Pulitzer Prize for his 2-volume biography of the life of Andrew Jackson. And I have a very brief passage I want to pull from that sets the stage for the Battle of New Orleans, which we commemorate today on this 197th anniversary. At 6 o'clock, a milky light paled the little fires over which men rubbed their hands for warmth. Noting the direction of the wind, Major Latour said the fog would clear in an hour. Pickets reported the enemy formed in column on the plain of Chalmette Plantation, not half a mile away. Jackson sent Billy Phillips for his telescope and stood on the parapet with Carroll and Adair. From the field in front, a rocket rose with a shrill sigh and burst into a bluish silver shower. It was answered by a rocket from the riverbank. That is their signal for advance, I believe, said Andrew Jackson, whose life until now had been a preface to the moment. We are honored to have you with us today on this historic occasion, and there is no better way to begin this program than with Ms. Katie Rogers offering the national anthem and Reverend Moran from the Hermitage Presbyterian Church to offer our invocation. Howard Cattell, our CEO, will then provide remarks and introduce our speakers. Thank you for being here. Have a great afternoon.
By the dawn's early light, what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming. that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled